night owls are being screwed over by the 9-to-5 workday. Recent studies have shown that a person's natural inclination to wake up early or stay up late is actually a genetic trait, and being forced to be active and productive during a time of the day that your biology is opposed to can lead to poor performance and brain connectivity at work. So let's break down what this means. First off, yes, you did hear that right. Your sleeping habits are directly influenced by your genes. In a paper released in Nature Communications, researchers explained that being a morning person or an evening person is actually a behavioral consequence of a person's underlying circadian rhythm, basically your internal clock, which is shaped by your genes. Now, scientists have known that genes play a role in when a person wakes up, but it was previously thought that there were about 24 genes that influence this action. Turns out, there's about 351. There are many factors that affect our natural cycles, but most notably, it's between the differences in how our brains react to external light signals and the normal functioning of our internal clocks. Okay, but even if a person is naturally programmed to stay up late and sleep in, as long as they force themselves to zonk out at midnight, get 8 hours of sleep, they should be fine to go to work early, right? Well, this study, which was published in the science journal Sleep, shows that no, your biology will still put you at a disadvantage during the early hours of the day. The study revolved around a group of people, half of which consider themselves morning larks and the other half who consider themselves night owls. Their brain activity was monitored at various points throughout the day and asked to self-report peak sleepiness and focus during their waking hours. Ultimately, they found that the morning larks had higher resting brain connectivity, which in turn was associated with better attentional performance and lower daytime sleepiness over the course of the working day. Dr. Facer-Childs explains that this likely means their brains were more primed for doing tasks and being less sleepy from 9 to 5. The two hormones involved in the sleep and wake cycle, melatonin and cortisol, have a role as well. The level of these hormones differ significantly between these two groups of people over the course of a 24-hour period. Melatonin and cortisol levels peak for night owls about 3 to 4 hours after morning larks. Even when going to bed and waking up at relatively similar times, their internal clocks were still way off. This research also hints that night owls are just not compatible in the 9 to 5 workday than people who naturally wake up earlier. It's theorized that lower levels of brain connectivity cause night owls to just have poor attention, slower reactions, and increased sleepiness throughout the hours of a typical workday. Dr. Facer-Childs believes this study and others suggest that the rigid 9 to 5 schedule might need to change. This 9 to 5 stuff began with the American labor unions back in the 1800s and is now, for most people, the norm. But this new research is definitely pointing to the fact that people could be physically and mentally healthier, happier, more productive if they were given leeway to adjust the schedules. Night owls are living in a morning lark's world. Maybe it's time for a revolution. Alright guys, if you are watching this video at 2 in the morning, please go get some sleep. Just so you know, it's not your fault. It's your genes. So please get some rest, but ultimately talk to your boss about coming in at noon. Just show them this video. They'll be totally cool with it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more inverse science news and updates. I'm Justin. I'm gonna go take a nap.